Bob Armadon for the U.S. Forest Service. Lots of fir trees, U.S. Forest Service here. And we're going to talk about some great... I wore the green in honor of you being here today. And it's fall in the White Mountains, but lots of things still going on in the White Mountains.
Oh, sure. Today, moose season starts. That goes on for 9 days. So if you're out hiking and hear a gunshot, just be aware it's moose season.
Now, is it just moose, or is it also deer and bear at the same time, or is it?
It's still archery for deer, and it is on for bear. So,
but be aware.
Just be aware,
yep.
And wear your orange. It never hurts.
And that's one of the things I was talking to someone the other day, and they asked me that question. Well, they said, "Well, can you hunt in the national forest?" I said, "Well, of course you can."
Yeah, under state regulations. That's the only requirement.
Yeah. Well, that's great. So, what else is going on?
Well, all our campgrounds are closed for the season with the exception of 3. Blackberry Crossing and Hancock, which are on the Kankomagas Highway, and Barnes Field, which is up in near Dolly Cop in Pinkham Notch. Mm-hmm. And those will be open year-round, those 3.
And do you get a lot of winter campers up through there?
We get a fair number, yeah. The hardy souls.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, you got to be a hardy soul to be a winter camper, but right. I think it would be a lot of fun, but yeah. As long as you have to have the right equipment and dress right. And
exactly.
So those are closing up, and same with the rest areas too, in case some of them are open, some of them are closing.
Yeah, they're going to be closing very soon. Covered Bridge will be a restroom open there for the winter.
Yeah.
And that parking lot will be plowed for the winter. So.
That's great. And that's a great spot to go to. Yeah. And that's one of the things that even us as locals sometimes take for granted. And for example, just for the Kank, for example, there's so many great stops. Starting right at the Covered Bridge, and then you have Rocky Gorge, you have Lower Falls. I mean, there's
the Pass Conway Historic Site, which is closing tomorrow for the year.
Yeah. But there's so many great things to do, and very simple. Right off the road. You don't have to hike long to see Rocky Gorge. It's right there.
Yeah, exactly.
And, it's a great place to go for a fall picnic. I remember doing that a couple years ago, and so we have lots of great things still going on in the fall.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And coming up November 1st, we start selling Christmas tree permits. They're $5. You can go into the National Forest with certain area restrictions,
right.
But into the National Forest and cut your own Christmas tree. That starts November 1st and will go through Christmas Day.
And that's great. And then, that's a deal, $5 for a Christmas tree.
Exactly.
And being able to go out and find the Christmas tree that you want, going out in the forest, a great family activity.
Exactly. We usually just in the Saco district down on the Kank, we usually sell over 100 tree permits a year, and most of them are families.
Yeah.
And some of the people that come in have been doing it for 20, 25 years.
Yeah.
It's a tradition.
Yeah, I've done it. And it's a lot of fun, and being able to see it. And of course, it's the thing, I think we talked about this before, that you look at a tree and go, wow, that's beautiful. But of course, then if you have your wife with you, no, that's got a flat side. So,
exactly.
But that's part of the fun of it too. And when you do it with the whole family and the cutting it down, it really takes on a new meaning, I think, for Christmas and being able to do it.
I do too. And the tree is fresh, and it smells fresh for a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's great. But you have to have the tag. Don't cut down a tree without that tag.
Like I say, come into the ranger station or go to the Androscoggin ranger station. Our new supervisor's office opens on the 22nd over in Campton. You can buy them there also.
Yeah, we talked about that this morning, about that new supervisor center. That sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
It'll be a big deal for us. But you get the permit from us. It's a tag, and you put it around the tree once you cut it, and that way, no questions if you get stopped by one of our folks.
Right. Wondering where you got that tree.
Yeah.
And as you said, it is moose hunting season.
Correct.
So, and that's going to go on 9 days.
9 days.
We don't know yet how many permits were issued.
No, I know last year it was the neighborhood of 500.
Yeah.
And there is the moose tagging station at the Saco district on the Kank.
So don't be surprised if you see a moose on top of a car.
Or on a trailer.
Or on a trailer. It's that time when you see the moose on top of the Subaru, you got to go, well,
yeah.
Every once in a while you'll see one of those. But.
Yeah.
And then what else is coming up for hunting season's coming up pretty soon?
The regular deer season, firearm season will be coming up in early November. Muzzleloader season and regular firearm season for for a big game for deer, and bear still goes on. But moose is only 9 days.
Right. I mean, I think that's part of the whole thing about the forest is that there are so many uses. In fact, you can hunt in there, the hiking, the swimming, all the other great things, and we have to really pat ourselves. We can't pat ourselves on the back, but just shake our heads in disbelief of all the great things that we have right in our backyard.
Right. And please come out and enjoy the National Forest. It's your forest, and it's there for your enjoyment. And
you guys have so much information at the stations too. And so if you have any questions about where to go or what to see, just stop down and see that.
The Saco District down on the Kank is open 7 days a week, except Christmas, New Year's, and Thanksgiving, from 8 to 4:30. So please come in and see us.
Terrific. Well, Bob, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Good to see you again, and I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
I'm sure.
And we'll be back here in a minute on RSN.